Let's get your bars set up so you can start training right away. First, lay out all the parts included with your system for easy access. Start by filling the weight bags. You can use inexpensive dry sand from a building supply. No more than about 25 pounds of sand. Combinations of sand and metal shot work well if you want more weight. Do not fill the bags all the way. If they're too full, they'll tip to the side and you won't get any benefit from the weight. Remove some sand if necessary. Bags should fold easily over the legs so both ends are resting on the floor. Now you're ready to set up the stand. Extend each leg and connect the 45-degree support bar to the vertical post. Do not over-tighten any of the clamps. Loosen bolts a quarter turn if levers are sticking out or seem too tight. Tighten only until snug and flip the lever down to finish the tightening process. Now you must place the weight bags over the legs of the stand before going any further. Be sure the legs are behind the stand and pointing away from you. The floor area in front of the bars should be completely clear so you can move freely and have full range of motion. When setting the bags, they should fold easily over the legs so both ends are resting on the floor. You will need to empty some sand if they're too full. Place 6 bags evenly, 3 in a row, from front to back on the legs. It's critical the bags are placed evenly on the base to prevent the stand from falling forward. When using a second set of bags, place them evenly right on top of the first layer. After the weight bags, extend the stand to its full height. The stand has only one position. Do not pull it higher for more height. Never pull it all the way out from the lower stand. Extend carefully and stop when you feel resistance. Then screw in the 2 large knobs. You will raise or lower the pads for height adjustments. Now you can attach the pads, starting with the torso. The torso attaches to the lower section of the stand below the large upper knob, with the red solar plexus target approximately even with your solar plexus. The bolt configuration on the torso is different from the other clamps. Do not detach the bolt all the way from the metal rod, as you may drop small pieces. There's no butterfly nut for this clamp. The torso clamp uses the metal post that runs the length of the clamp as a nut instead of a butterfly. Boz did this so it works like a hinge, and the clamp can swing out of the way if you want to remove the pad. Tighten the clamp only until snug, and flip the lever down. The next steps will depend on which model you have and how many sets of T-bars and focus pads are included. Attach the first T-bar that will hold the focus pads by sliding it down from the top of the stand with the bar behind the center post. A single T-bar can be adjusted to either low or high position. For low position, slide the T-bar down until it rests on top of the lower vertical post. For high position, raise it to between chest and shoulder height. Tighten the clamp until snug and lock it down. Now you can add your second T-bar or the head pad, depending on your height and preferences. Slide the head pad down from the top of the stand, stopping when it's approximately even with your head. Tighten the clamp and lock the lever down. For the X2 model, slide the first T-bar down to the top of the lower vertical post. The upper T-bar will go between the lower bar and the head, or above the head, depending on height and preference. Now attach the focus pads. For low position, attach the arms pointing down towards the floor. For the high position, attach the arms pointing up for high kicks or forward for mid-range kicks or core punching. Slide them from each side of the T-bar to a width that's comfortable for you. Then tighten and lock the clamps. Only lightly tighten the clamps at first, as the position may change when you customize for your training. You can customize the angles and directions of the focus pads by opening the 2 quick release levers, sliding the tubes out, rotating them, sliding them back in, and locking the clamps down. Now you can make final adjustments to the pads to fit your training preferences and height. Do not use the system until you've added the protective covers. Start with the T-bars, wrapping the 3-foot protective cover forward and leaving gaps where the arms attach. Then add the shorter arm covers. For the vertical post of the main stand, you will use the 2 4-foot long pieces that are Velcroed together. First, detach the 2 sides. Then, starting at the top of the center post, attach the 2 sides from front to back. Secure the Velcro in a downward motion, leaving gaps in front or back to accommodate pad attachments. If you have any questions, please call, text, or email so we can make sure you have the best experience possible with your body action system. Now you're ready to start training with Boz.